Ladies and gentlemen, this RUF Amateur Flyweight title bout is sponsored by TSI Events. TSI Events services the event industry from coast to coast. TSI is a full-scale print and fabrication shop. Sign, structures, installation, and printing wherever they're needed. Visit them at tsivents.com. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this fight is for the RUF Flyweight Amateur Championship of the World. Out of the blue corner, out of Bridge City Combat in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, Brandon Elizondo. And out of the red corner, out of Red Hawk Academy in Peoria, Arizona, your reigning champion, Alex, the most educated Preissing.
Hawk, look at you over here whipping out the tripod, man. This guy is all about the reactions.
You know, we live in a day and age of social media, and I figure this is going to be such a great fight. I've got to have this on camera.
All right, hey, you know what? That's a great, I love that you said that right there, all right? I ain't going to get into it, but after the next fight, we're going to get into social media for fighters.
And, you know, they're wasting absolutely no time. See, that's why I knew I had to be ready.
Yep.
Obviously.
All right, and Preissing, he's doing a great job. Ooh, all right, Elizondo, he's scrappy, man, and Preissing's taking the game to him. Can he going to get that lock in right there? Can he get the trip? I love the shorts that he came out with.
I was literally, you beat me to it. I was going to just say.
I knew you were going to say. I knew you were going to love the shorts, and that's why I got to it first.
You beat me to the punch.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
But
verbally you did. Verbally you did.
But Preissing, he's in a great spot here. And he's one of the most, in my opinion, he's one of the most put together amateur fighters on our roster, or just even in the state of Arizona. I love watching him do what he does. He's very meticulated. You know, it's almost like he's a lawyer.
He's got to come up with the most educated. I got to go something like the lethally legally, something like that. But anyway,
there you go. Just keep writing them down, and maybe at the end we'll go up and say, hey,
I'll
I got
come
some
up with
ideas
some
for you.
nicknames. And by the way, folks, like he came in at 124 pounds, just under the title fight limit, and Elizondo was right on the mark at 125. And oddmakers have Brandon at a 9% KO is what they're predicting, 9% chance. And Alex, 91% chance of a submission tonight.
Interesting. But that's his bread and butter, though. We see it. He's a grinder. He does what he needs to do to get these wins. And he's doing a great job throughout his amateur career. He's doing it the right way.
And nice little ground and pound action there. Head under.
Yes, sir. But Brandon's doing a great job of getting up to his feet, putting him up against the
Brandon
cage.
back up. He's got the single. He's down.
He's got a nice guillotine right there. Real nice guillotine. It is tight. But I'll tell you what, Brandon's not going to give up. This kid doesn't give up. That is tight, though. He'd rather get put to bed.
That is absolutely tight. But you know what? He seems to be defending well so far.
No, he's defending well. He may be a little bit purple right now, and this is a great grip by Preissing right here. But he can't give up on it.
And Chris Flores, our ref, seems to be getting a good look. He's got a better look than we do, but so far he's okay with what he sees.
And he's loosening up a little bit, and here we go. Preissing, he's going to readjust that grip. Oh, and it's tight right now, and he's going to get into the mount position. This is a nasty, nasty spot.
We got just under 30 seconds left in the first round.
I know, you got it. And now Elizondo, he's going to have to burst a lot of energy to get out of this spot right now. But it's his only option. Can he survive the next 30 seconds? Preissing, he's raining it down.
Body grip and pull him into his chest just to keep him
and Preissing
raining down.
And Preissing is doing a great job, man. Like he's winning every spot right now in this round. Really, really secure in this round. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. That's it.
There's the save by the horn. In this case, the horn, but saved by the bell.
Saved by the horn, saved by the bell. If that fight was going on another 10 seconds, I think we know where it was going.
But I got to say, moments like that are a nice little wake-up. Your adrenaline's going. You got a chance to recollect yourself, and now you're going, all right, I survived. Obviously, I was going to say, if you're in Brandon's corner, what are you telling him for going into the second round?
You know, this is what I'm telling Brandon. You're a little wild there to start the round, and Preissing is capitalizing on some small mistakes. You're throwing some, wide overhands, allowing him to get a body lock and get you to the ground. You just got to keep it a little bit more sharp in these title fights, I know this is his first one. He's been developing. He's been out for about a year also. But, like I said, it's all a great learning experience. He took on a really tough opponent. This guy's going to probably go pro, and even though he may have the degree, I'm telling you, he's probably going to have a successful pro career, in my opinion. Like, he does everything right.
He's definitely got the right shorts.
Yeah, there you go.
But no, he's so well-rounded. Obviously, he's got amazing coaches. Yeah, he does. He's got great ground game, great stamina. I mean, he is such a well-rounded, well-balanced fighter. I mean, you can even see the look, his stance, like he is so well. He's got great fight IQ, which you would expect to have a lawyer, right?
Yes, sir. And one thing I really don't like that Brandon's doing right now is he's initiating the clinch in that spot and then allowing Preissing to put him up against the cage and go for that. He's got a single leg right now. If I'm Brandon, I'm trying to keep distance. I'm trying to keep distance and not overthrow my punches and allow that. Because now we're just in the same spot that he struggled in last round.
Brand's right back there in that spider guard trying to defend, and he's got so many limited options. Obviously, he's got to try to wiggle out and try to start making his way back to the cage.
It's a tight spot. It's a tough spot to be. Especially, a couple feet from the cage right here. It's a tough spot to be. You're limited on your options. You got to find a way to get closer to the cage, or get to your knees and get up.
Here's Brandon moving to side mount.
Yep.
He's in a great position, obviously, but Brandon's being smart, keeping that knee in the hip. Defending, he's got the arm under. He's defending well. Definitely doesn't want to end up in another ground and pound situation. And those punches right there, they're not doing a lot of damage, but as you know, we've all been there. They don't feel good.
They don't feel good. They add up, and it keeps you uncomfortable.
And those little rabbit punches, as people don't understand, that's where a fighter, when you're constantly getting those annoying, that's where you make a mistake.
And I'll tell you, one thing that Brandon's doing really good right here is he's really preventing them from getting into that mount position. Preissing keeps going for it, but he's doing a great job with his guard, pushing back on him. He has that overhand. He has that overhook.
He's definitely fighting intelligently. I'll say that. He's defending a lot. He's doing a lot better in this second round than he did in the first round.
Yeah, of course. This fight is nowhere close to being over. But he's definitely in an uncomfortable spot. And we got to find a way to get out, It's going to be tough with a guy like Preissing on top of you. We got to find a way to shrimp out. Does he have enough energy to buck him off?
Can he do that buck
it's
and
tough.
do the shrimping? Yeah.
It's tough, man.
And we are just about 40 seconds left in the second round. So obviously, if you're Brandon, somewhere in your mind.
Here we go. And Preissing gets himself in mount.
Right back to where we
Brandon,
finished.
He's giving up his back, but this is what you need to do. You can't stay in that mount position.
Oh, he's got the underhook. It looks right under the chin. It looks pretty tight.
It's tight, and he's doing a job. Oh, let's see.
Well, Brandon does seem to be defending well.
He's defending well, but it looks tight right there. It's more of a face crank at this point. Brandon's got to get both those grips on that hand. We got 10 seconds left. I know he's fighting for it, but is Preissing going to get it done? We got 5 seconds left. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Saved by the bell. Truly saved by the bell. Wow. And Elizondo, when he spit out his mouth guard, I thought it was done.
I lit it for a moment there. I thought that the ref had called it, but no.
I had to stop talking for a second. Sometimes when you're in the booth right here, it's hard to continuously keep talking because me and you are like freaking
I know. When
buffing each other like,
when you're
going to happen?
Fan, when we're in our position, we have to stay professional. We have to stay unbiased, of course.
And that was tough. I mean, hats off to Elizondo. He's tough.
Yeah, he's a tough guy.
Tough kid, man. I mean, jeez, it was sliding right under his neck. About 5 seconds out, 5 seconds before he's about to be out.
Well, obviously, Elizondo's coaches have got to tell him, look, you just need to be brutally honest. You're down 2 rounds, possibly even a 10-8 round.
Yeah,
possibly.
I would say that 10-8 round was pure. That last round was pure domination, in my opinion. Preissing really got a great position about 20 seconds into the round, and he controlled it, did a lot of damage, almost put him out right there. That's, in my opinion, especially in the amateurs.
You have got to
10-8.
go for the gold here. I mean, you've got to swing for the fences.
Absolutely. And see, and we're clinching again right here, and we're allowing them to put us up against the cage, and that's just not what that's not where I want to be. Yeah.
Had they not ended up here, I was going to say, start circling.
If I'm Brandon in this spot, I'm giving up on the choke, and I'm doing everything I can just to get to my feet.
Yeah.
I know you got the overhand right now, but it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. Preissing's too good for that. I mean, try to get up, let go of it, make it a stand-up war, circle him. You know everything. Use that jab. Use teep kicks. Go for the body. Obviously, you can tell the crowd's not really happy with what they're seeing.
Well, that's what happens when the first 4 fights on the card are bangers, right? They're straight bangers at the end, and then you get a fight like this. But there's nothing wrong with this. This is a very entertaining fight to me, brother.
It's a great technical fight.
Yeah, you're seeing a really great Preissing. He's got a really great amateur game. And we're going to see a lot more of him in the rough cage, hopefully. Same thing with Elizondo. I mean, it's a real technical fight. These guys are really going for it.
And, of course, I mean, obviously you can imagine, like, both fighters have been fighting such great technical fights.
Yep.
But raining down more punches, and we're...
All right, and this is a great spot. Great spot for
Elizondo.
He's raining down punches, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard to get out of this spot. Elizondo's going to take a lot of damage.
Even with the rapid punches, yeah, this is a horrible spot. This is about as awful as a spot you can be in. Like, I don't know how much longer the ref's going to allow this to go.
You can see the ref's getting in there. It's almost time. Can Elizondo hang in there?
Obviously, just continue to rain down punches.
Yeah.
And,
he's fighting back, though.
He's fighting back, but it's so hard to be able to buck.
It's hard. It's hard to buck in this position. As you can see, the ref, he's going in, he's going out. He's not really sure. Should I call the fight? Should I not call the fight? I know he's in a dominant position, but here's the thing. Elizondo's been fighting back the whole time. He really has. He's trying to get out of this spot. He's not accepting it.
He has absolutely been tough as nails all night against a game opponent like Preissing. So.
And it's hard. It's got to be hard for a ref in this spot. You got a kid. He's active. He's fighting back. And he's continuously trying to get out of the spot.
He's defending intelligently.
Is he going to be able to reverse it right here? Get up to your knees, kid. All right, and Preissing, he's...
10 seconds left in the round. Looks like we are headed to a decision.
This one's close. He's got him in a gilly.
Can he hold on?
That's it right there.
Well, props to both fighters. I mean, they were both game, all fight. 3 very technical rounds.
Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. Silly of me. How could I forgot that RUF has 3? Correct. RUF, we do 3-round title fights.
That's correct.
The state of Arizona makes us do 3-round title fights. It's not a RUF thing. It's a state of Arizona thing, guys. I know you're questioning, like, hey, what's going on? Why is that a title fight? Only 3 rounds? That's just how we do it in the state of Arizona. Other states, they're going to allow you to fight 5 rounds.
5 rounds.
For amateurs, this is how we do it.
Yeah, so sorry, but for the folks at home, they're probably wondering, like, wait, it's only 3rd round.
It got me too, man.
Yeah.
It got me too, because a lot of my other shows, we do 5 rounds. I'm like, hey.
So for those of you who are a little confused, yes, Arizona, 3-round title fights.
But I think we all know who won that fight. I mean, Preissing, he put on a really great display right there. He's probably going to go pro. And
well, I'm going to go interview the Get Nice.
Get on out there, Hawk.
Say nice things about me while I'm gone.
All right, guys. I'm about to talk a lot of smack about Hawk. All right, guys, and a great showing of local talent right there. Brandon Elizondo, he was tough as nails coming up from Havasu City. He brought the crowd, and obviously so did Alex Preissing. He's on to 5-1 in my own opinion. We'll have to see. But we're on. I think we have. I think we're going to have the same 125-pound champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this title fight goes the distance. Let's hear it for these two warriors. We go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Felicia O scores the bout 30-26. Judge Eric Curcio scores the bout 30-26. Judge Patrick Lingenfelter scores the bout 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, RUF Amateur Flyweight Champion of the World, out of the red corner, Alex, the most educated, Preissing.
Alex, man, what a fight. How good does it feel to have that belt still wrapped around your waist?
Feels pretty good. Got some boos out there. Sorry for the boring fight. I thought I did enough to get some of the finishes in there, but got to get back in the training room and work on those finishes.
Hey, never mind those boos. We were just saying broadcast booth. I mean, that was a technical fight. That was great. And all the props to your opponent. He was game for all night. You know, you put on a very display of ground and pound and groundwork. So
I'm sorry to do that to him on his birthday, though. I mean,
yeah, you know what? You can buy him a drink afterwards. So, and I gotta say, by the way, on a side note, where do I get shorts like that?
I need to get some Red Hawk shorts, honestly, but I think these are from Diama or something. It's a jiu-jitsu brand. I don't know. I just like the funky colors.
Well, they look amazing. We were talking about, but obviously, you got some great coaches in your corner. Great night. So, what's next for you? Are we going to defend the belt again, or are we looking to turn pro?
I'm going to preface that question saying I've had a lot of people in my life tell me I'm an idiot for trying to be a lawyer and a fighter. I'm going to sell out when job offers come in. I'm never going to make it. That being said, I think I just capped off my amateur career. Twice the RUF flyweight champion. Likely going to be the ranked #1 amateur in the state in my weight class. I'm going to graduate law school in 3 weeks, pass the bar exam in 3 months, be a fully licensed attorney in 6 months, and I'll sneak a pro debut in there. So I'm sorry to vacate this belt after this, but this is going to be my last one. Then you'll catch me on the pro circuit and being the first U.S. attorney in UFC history.
Hey, you heard it there, folks. How about that? Let's give your champion a huge round of applause. We'll see you back in the cage soon. By the way, I got a great little tidbit for you. We're going to call it, instead of bar exam, the arm bar exam. Yeah, you like it? Yeah, you like it? You like that? All right, folks.